We're fishing the east outlet of the Kennebec off of Moosehead Lake with a few fly fishing guides here. We're going to be drift boat fishing today. Should have some pretty good weather. It looks like maybe some of this low level clouds will burn off, but I think fishing is going to be optimal today because there's been some recent hatches and the guides are indicating it could be a good day. So I'm optimistic that we may be slaying some fish today, and if we don't, we're going to have a good time anyway.
I'm ready. I'm bringing my lucky fly vest. We're gonna
almost get run over.
We're gonna drown some flies. No, you're good. He almost went into a ditch, but you were fine. Yeah, he was giving you lots of room. No, I think it's gonna be fun today. The weather's turned around, and not too much sun, which is gonna mean the fish will be up at the top. And I'm really excited to see what these guys who actually know this river are gonna have us do. It's gonna be awesome.
Very cool. Brook trout and salmon typically are what we'll...
Landlocked salmon?
Yes.
All right.
Yep.
Excellent.
Yeah.
Love it. Looking forward to it.
I'm Wayne Plummer from Northern Pride Lodge in Cocadjo, Maine. John Wood in the boat right there in front of us. Chris Russell is over there to the left in the red boat. And we all pretty much fish the same water. We fish here on the east branch of the Kennebec River, coming right out of Moosehead Lake. And we fish the west branch of the Penobscot River. And occasionally we go down and fish Bingham to Solon on the lower part of this same river. And this river system here dumps down into Indian Pond, which is a very well-known smallmouth bass fishery. So we do a lot of guided trips down there as well for smallmouths.
You can have power demands. They might be able to take more water downstream. They might not be able to.
Okay.
So there's so many things that go into river forecasting. It's hard to say what caused the change.
And then the dam keeper just yelled at us and told us they're going to take it down to 1,400 in about 10 minutes. So we just have to deal with a little more rowing, a few more rocks.
Psych. It's going to be a good damn day. Epic scenery. I mean, and maybe some fish catching. We'll see how that part works out. Damn, that's a lot of choices.
Oh, that's just one box.
Pop her up there, let it float, and line management is key. Bear, look at the bear. And that's the first time I've ever seen a bear cross the train trestle. You just cast it out and strip it back. Because sometimes they'll chase it when you're really stripping it, and as soon as you deviate, that's what will get them to hit.
Beautiful little thing.
Yeah, nice little, if I can get a hold of him here. Little landlocked salmon. Yeah. On a little gray ghost streamer.
Kind of starts at the bottom of the river, under the rocks in their nymph stage. And that's what we're fishing here, is nymph forms of insects. So they kind of crawl around on the rocks and then they get detached by the current and start tumbling down the river. So that's what we're trying to imitate here, is keeping these flies close to the bottom. And then at the end of the drift, where his fly gets all the way away from us, those flies will naturally just start coming up with the current, and that's kind of the second stage of the insect as they're emerging to gain wings and then fly around as an adult.
There you go. Actually, he stops anyway, so. Great.
Look at that.
A caddis emerger is what that is. All you do is you put floating right on the little parachute part, the white of the parachute. And he just had his second hit on that fly, so. And it hangs in the water like this, so that the body and everything is under the surface. So the fish is looking at it like this is just starting to break through the surface to become its adult stage and fly off.
we have grilled summer squash, zucchini. We have a pesto pasta with cherry tomatoes, fresh grated parm. And we have a bunch of fruit and some brownies, I think, for dessert.
The gentlemen were gracious enough to actually provide lunch for us on the river. We've been out fly fishing most of the day, and it's really nice to kind of sit down and have a decent lunch.
Catching fish for the first time. So I think all of us kind of enjoy that, seeing people catch that first fish and seeing that smile.
Oh, got him.
Don't lock him right up. Let him run if he needs to run.
Rich is having lunch.
Keep him right in the water. Slide him in the net. Nicely done.
Yeah, caught one! Baby as shit, but it's a fish, by God.
All right, let me give him a little drink, and then we'll get a picture. If he goes, just drop him in the net.
I don't know, the most enjoyable moment on the river? I'd say every day that I'm here. I mean, it's just, well, how could you ask to be in a better place? There you go! Oh!
5 seconds. No, he's not off yet.
Again, get his nose out of the water. There we go.
Holy smokes.
Wow, nice. That's how I got it.
15-incher right there.
Oh, he's bigger than
Plus.
that. Yeah, he's bigger than that.
Yep. What beautiful fish.
I want to say 17. He is 16.
16. Sweet. I don't think I need to catch anymore. That was my fish right there. Awesome.
I think that really, to be honest with you, the greatest challenge of being a guide is to be able to help people catch fish within their ability. Some people, they can do anything at all, and some people, the newer anglers can still come out here and catch fish. And we just work within their abilities, and we can get people into fish. That's the part of the job that I feel a little bit proud of, actually.
Just like that.
Beautiful. Oh yeah. Nice job, man.
Thank you. Well, it's a small community to start with, so we see each other, several times during the week. So in a sense, yeah, we are our competition amongst each other, but not so much that we aren't afraid to work with each other either when we all need each other's help. You want everybody that comes out here to have a good time, because you don't know if the guy's fishing with me today, he may be fishing with John next week or next year, or Chris on another trip. So by all of us talking, communicating, and telling us what's working and what's not, you give everybody an enjoyable trip, and that's what keeps bringing them back.
I mean, sometimes all of us are booked and someone is looking for a guide, and it's nice to have people, like Wayne or Chris, that I can put a client that's important to me with, and know that they're going to have a quality experience.
So this river, in 1976, this river ran the very last log drive in the continental United States. They floated the pulpwood down the river we just fished. They'd gather it up here on this pond, tow it down to the dam in a tugboat, let it keep going down the river. So the wood traveled about 160 miles in the water down to all the lower paper mills and lumber mills. So last log drive in the country, right here on the Kennebec River.
What was that, Rich?
Said it's a damn fine day. Feel a little more confident about my fly fishing now.
every day on this trip we've really experienced something amazing, but you know, to get out of the trucks, out of the dust, out of the dirt, to be on the water, perfect weather, people caught fish, you know, wonderful people, you know, guiding us. I mean, I say this time and time again, but it was just amazing. I mean, there's everything that we've done here in New Hampshire and Maine has been awesome. You know, everybody's been so welcoming, and we're going to Northern Pride Lodge here now. That's where Wayne's home is, and he does guiding service, you know, for hunting and things like that too, for just about any types of sportsmen. And grill out, have a big fire tonight, and just kind of sit around and visit a little bit more. I mean, this has been an epic adventure. There's no doubt in my mind.
We bought in 2000.
Mm-hmm.
April 1st.
April Fool's Day.
Of 2000.
Yep.
You want to tell them the real story?
And I'll give them the Disney version.
So we actually met. I was a junior in high school, and she was a senior in high school. And what was the event we were at? It was
class night. My class night.
Your class night?
Yeah.
And I think it was over. Right? We were all leaving, and I'm walking out, and I'll let her finish the rest of the story.
And I just tapped him on the shoulder.
I don't think that's quite what you did.
Well, I was working at L.L. Bean, and I was guiding trips for employees. I was doing camping trips, kayaking trips, and there was a little tenuous point with Maine state law that we should be registered Maine guides. And so they wanted us all that were leading trips to become guides. And Wayne decided, you know what, if you're going to do that, I'm going to do that. We'll do it together.
You know, it was always in the back of our mind after that, hey, we got this. We enjoy being outdoors and doing stuff in the outdoors. How can we incorporate that in to some way to make it our living? It was kind of hard getting started, but when Barbara figured out she was going to be working for me, once we got onto this whole thing, things went a lot smoother after that. Now you step into something like this where you don't know where your next dollar's coming from, you know.
No.
But you know, it just somehow it was meant to be. It just happened, you know.
I can be having the worst day in the world. Nothing's going right, and I can walk across that lawn and fling myself off that boat dock and swim a few laps up and down, and I remember just what a great life we have.
Yeah. Yeah. All we got to do is think about what we were doing 16 years ago, and everything comes back to reality.
Puts
you know.
it into perspective.
Yeah.
It's God's country. Come up and experience it.
If you're out there and you have a similar dream, you know, that's something outside of your comfort zone where you're at right now, don't hesitate, you know, try to make it happen. And at least, and if it doesn't work, then fine. You can always tell yourself, hey, I tried it, it just didn't work for me, so I'll go back to what I was doing or I'll do something different. But don't get to the point in your life and say, I wished I'd gone ahead and tried to do that when I could have.